I do greatly appreciate every single one of you watching, that you did not once spoil anything in the comments, because Twitter is full of spoilers. I didn't see any. I saw like one when they're kind of like kissing hands. I was like, I like it. But anything else is actually completely right. Like, nothing else is spoiled. So I do greatly appreciate that, because sometimes it does tend to get spoiled quite quickly, but this time it didn't. Kinda happy. So yes, Yuri on Ice episode 11. God freaking dang, I've been hyped for this all week. Like, only thing been going through my brain this whole entire week, besides my uni finishing, Yuri on Ice. My last hand in today, Yuri on Ice. My mum's birthday, Yuri on Ice. You gotta imagine, Yuri on Ice Day is pretty much the perfect day of the year. Like, I don't know. You didn't get a bad day. I don't know. I freaking don't know. And my God, I want to see my boys. I just want to see my boys. That's all I care about. I just need it. I just need it. It's in my heart. And people have been telling me that the actual after credit scene's pretty freaking awesome. So I don't know. I'm ready to go. So I actually got to go and kind of get this, like, kind of in the way of doing things, because otherwise I don't actually have crying because your life's over. What's happening? Like, I've actually seen people react to this, like, what's saying, actual anime, people crying like, wow. Like, I never expected this anime to do that. I was kind of like, I was shocked. I was like, damn, is he pretty good? But must be something pretty freaking good happening. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty freaking ill today as well, which is not pretty fun. I don't know, my tissue's gone. Like, this is what happens when you're both ill, have about 5 hand-ins, and you're working up adrenaline. You literally just don't know what the hell's happening in life anymore. All you care about is the fact that your boys are coming out on Wednesday. You're like, yes. That's all that matters to you. All that matters. And also, apparently, the actual episode's gone straight in without an opening, which is actually pretty surprising. Like, you know what would be pretty freaking neat? Like, I'm calling it now, because apparently all my suspicions have come to true lately. You know what you do? They should effing do this and basically make the greatest anime ever created in the history of humankind. Just put the opening while Yuri's actually doing his, like, ice skating. Like, that'd be pretty freaking awesome. I ain't gonna lie, I pretty much like that. That's actually a pretty good idea to actually do. Like, I might go to Mappa tomorrow and be like, Mappa boys, like, you done a pretty good anime here. How about we, like, kind of heighten it up by about 11-fold? And then you'd be like, yeah, I like it. It's like, I don't know. I'm pretty tired today, so you'll probably tell. Anyhow, let's actually get this show in a row, because I want to see my Yuri, I want to see my Yurio, I want to see my Victor, I want to see my Chris, I want to see everyone else in between, like Georgie, and everyone like that. Anyhow, in 3, if I actually did my actual hand signals properly, 2, 1, let's begin now. Oh, and JJ. Good old Joey Joestar himself. Look, my tissue's ready just in case I start crying. Oh, okay. I was wondering, like, how... I was like, okay, so something must happen in this episode that people be like, going, fracking out, my life's over right now. I have no idea, but it's actually going to be pretty freaking fine. I don't freaking know, but I might. I might as hell. Also very, very tired and running off adrenaline. So, kind of heightens your hypeness site, apparently. Like, that's what I've actually realized lately. Christoph, or Chris, he's just bae. It's like, you got Peachy, you got Chris, you got Georgie, you got pretty much the husbando Power Rangers. I used that joke twice now, my whole entire YouTube lifespan, so I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I found the best way to use it. Actually, no, the first time I used it was actually pretty perfect as well. He's Joey Joestar. He ain't the other name. Jesus Christ. JJ is Joey Joestar. Here's my boy. Oh man, we got a beginning part, then we got the opening. You know we're in for business here today. Yeah, my headphones weren't working a second now. I have no idea, but they're working. Thought they weren't working for a second. I thought I was actually listening to it out loud. I was like, wait, this guy's whole entire time doing that. Nah, kind of done. Jesus Christ, one more week. It's over. It's over. It's like we've seen two pretty like big ass animes happen in 1 year. Adios. I'm sorry to hear that, but adios. Have fun. All that. It probably my stream probably go. Oh my god! It changed the opening again. My stream probably go like archive after this point anyway, so you just see it tomorrow, so it's fine. Don't worry. And as I always say, if you always want to just to kind of watch the review part, just get right to the end. I always say that just in case people are like, nah, live reactions, man. Just watch the review. It's kind of like, okay, that's what I always do. That's why I do the things at the end for that reason, just in case people don't want to watch live reactions, you just want to hear my thoughts. That's why I kind of have that bit at the end. It kind of works in my favor sometimes. If that's tangent and made any sense, hopefully that helps you. Oh my boy, oh my boy, oh my god. Oh, already 10 out of 10. They're getting married, okay. Even PewDiePie's like, freaking hell, boys, they're getting married. Oh. This boy better do it. Oh. That kid's cute. I like him. He's adorable. Oh. That's just the most adorable thing ever. Like, I don't know. This thing turns into Free. I remember Free first came out, people were like going nuts. And then it kind of stayed like that for a fair few years, and this one I guess has dethroned it. It's been the husbando heaven that everyone wants. Which is pretty accurate, to be honest. To be honest, this dude knows what he's doing. So when people say, "Why would you want to change it?" I'd say change it sometimes because he doesn't know what he's doing. He does tend to surprise people. So yeah, it's pretty alright. This is actually killing me. This is actually so cute. Oh man. Oh god. Quite like how they actually frame the dancing as well. It actually really works. Oh, that was dense. That was bloody tense. Oh, he's blushing in the end. God, the man is puffed out. That man's he's like he's gonna pass out. That's depressing. That was kind of sad because you could just see. Oh man. Give me some of that love. He needs that hugging. I quite like how they characterize the characters as well. It's one of the things I always love about the show, how it does it. It tends to know when to characterize characters, like in really crucial moments. Like sometimes it can feel a bit forced in with other animes, but here it kind of feels welcome how they characterize everyone. It comes in at the right time. Like you know more about them as certain things happen. It almost acts like a trigger, like almost like if you happen to like finish a thing in a game, and it kind of triggers this thing that you characterize someone after that point. It really works. I really like it. I think it's really well characterized as anime. The problem is they put the poor man first. It's the worst thing you can do. But then again, you have the whole entire thing that either first or coming or going last to actually do your dance. It tends to put a lot of pressure on you as well. It's one of those things you never really feel at ease anywhere you are in the whole entire thing. See, it does it really well here again. Like they're characterizing Peach. I can't even pronounce this kid's name. Peachy and Yuri's relationship. You can see it's really well done. So animes know how to characterize, other animes can't. This one knows how to characterize its characters pretty well. I like it. You know what? You know what would be pretty freaking good? A Mapper releases anime in VR. Just do a virtual reality. Just yeah, I spend 10 grand on it if it's 10 grand. Great way to put attention as well. That's quite good. But it kind of shows you that even one mess up can actually just like literally break you into two pieces. Like you just literally like as if you failed the whole entire thing. Like if you want to pinpoint something so badly and you just mess it up, it just breaks everything around you. Afterwards, you can't like just messed it up. I don't know why I did that. The overwhelming emotions within Yuri was actually like it was horrible because he's first and he actually has to watch everyone else now dance and actually have to kind of realize that maybe one person might just be better than him, and it's one of those things. It's terrible sometimes because it's pressure, and pressure's terrible on people sometimes. It's one thing that always you never have one thing where something alleviates pressure off of you. But as well, the show's actually doing a pretty good job of just like showing their progression as time goes on from where they were before to where they are now. Even you're seeing Yuri basically just like kind of hiding what he's meant to do originally, like perfectly now. It's actually pretty freaking neat. Problem is, it's the same thing that happens with Victor as well because it kind of transitions back to him. That's the problem. Like, yeah, we as an audience kind of sitting here wondering, yes, it's amazing that Victor is Yuri's like mentor and everything like that, his trainer, everything like that. But it comes at a price at the same time because it reflects back to him if he actually does badly. People be like, well, this guy can't train, and what's the dealio with this dude? So it tends to be a double-edged sword when you think about it. And that's the one thing I always kind of I kind of harped on about, because it's really, really kind of heightened for its whole entire series. The kind of influence that someone has on another person, and once it kind of breaks, it kind of, you just don't know what's going to happen. Hello. Because that's the kind of major thing that you kind of learn, is that way that sometimes having the person you want as a mentor can be a double-edged sword. Whew, I don't know. That's how I see it. Everything anyway. Yeah, so the other major thing to note is the fact that we don't really mind if say Yuri won, because we like Yuri as well. That's the other major thing we kind of learn. Like, something I like about the series, the fact is the characters themselves are pretty freaking good, so you don't really mind who wins. Besides JJ, JJ's an asshole. I don't particularly like. I kind of want to win because I just don't like him. You get what I mean? Like, he's a cool person, he's funny, but it's just his personality just up. But the ring's still on, so it's fine. The relationship's still okay. Maybe he's just contemplating stuff. I was like, how he just grabbed his ass halfway through. That makes me laugh. What a cute cat. Oh man, that guy's pretty attractive in glasses, I ain't gonna fracking lie. Where the glasses go? One friend they're on, one friend they're off. What are you doing to me, life? I think also as well, when you think about it, the fact that Victor is Yuri's like mentor, but it's just, it kind of as well puts more pressure on Yuri as well when you think about it. It's technically when you put everything to like major. Oh, sorry, Crunchyroll. I think that might come out 2 minutes later. Sorry. Like, it just puts immense pressure. It's the problem. It's the one main thing that this anime kind of goes for. That it's the pressure on one person, how much it actually can just elevate like instantly. I'm sorry. Is he a part of the? Is he part of Gokun High School from Kill la Kill? So, I swear to God, Thing is wearing a suit from the high school from Kill la Kill, like Yuri. Yeah, like I say, it always says how to do the best, but at the same time, it just tells you pressure is terrible. Especially with sports anime, it's technically highlighted so well. It's just the pressure someone feels, and how it just how it just mounts up. I said it alleviates before. Alleviates is the wrong word. Alleviates is when it takes off. You know what I mean. No, that was kind of cute as well. When they bros now, or Yuri on the deck. Remember them only last week to become like pseudo bros. I was kind of like, this is actually pretty cool. Like, I want to see a spin off just with them two. Yeah, life is constant pressure. That's what I've always realized as well. I think everyone feels it in their own ways. Damn, Yuri, your rimless glasses are pretty freaking cool. Oh, here's the Joey Joestar himself. Here's the missing link in the Joestar lineage, Mr. Joey Joestar. Gonna hear the kick-ass theme song, which is the best thing about his whole entire character. Granted, even then, it's kind of really narcissistic. God freaking hell, I listened to it, I'm like, wow, all right, JJ. Oh, I love Yuri. His name is Joey Joestar. I kind of like the existence of Joey Joestar though, because he actually is, he he's needed. Here's a song. Whoa, he kind of lost it in the middle there. He lost it a bit, didn't he? Oh, we're seeing the fall. Oh no! Oh no! It's happening! See, I'm guessing that when you think about it, marriage is the worst thing to go into when you do this kind of thing. Are you just feeling this? God damn it! God damn you, Okabe. And look at me, who's alive and right side the enemy. This is who I am, please remember me. I know King JJ, no one can stop me. This is who I am, maybe just me of the world. God damn, this song is so freaking catchy. You can just sing along to it. It's just the problem. You just sing along to it. You can't help but do it. Don't worry, I will. It's fine. I always do it anyway. Even when someone's so blatantly narcissistic, they still feel pressure. And that's the pressure of the Grand Prix final. Oh! And it's his fiance there as well. That's so cute. Damn, anime teaches you love is amazing. That's a voice of a broken man. Like you just like hear it in his voice. He's just that's the end. Wait, what? That was it? Wow. Okay. No, not in a disappointing way. Just kind of like wow. That's all right. It's kind of like I didn't even know 20 minutes went past. Oh man. Oh man, River. That old man River. God. One more damn week. It's over. I'm feeling the whole Re-Zero syndrome again. Like you just when you know it's gonna end, you can't just don't want it to end, and then when it's ended, you're like, no, why? Because I had a happy ending, so oh no. God, I didn't get a thumbnail, don't I? I just look like Christ. I got absorbed so much in that episode. I kind of just remember I need to get a thumbnail. It's kind of like I don't even know where to actually go for. Damn it! Well, he's fourth at least. That's all right. He's on top 3, but he's still okay. I'm just gonna avoid it. Just read that. Just gonna ignore that. Can't just bugging me all. Like, you just want to come into a corner and cry, okay, anime? Like, I think I just walked off before the thing ended, so I might have to go. Now I can understand why people say my life's over. That was not a happy episode. All round. Not happy, fun times. But at the same time, here's the thing. It's one of those things you kind of realize after the race that it was. Oh god, Shockwave's not responding now. Great. Thank you, Crunchyroll, for breaking my shockwave. I don't know. I don't want it to happen because they're so right for each other, but at the same time, I'm kind of sitting there going, you have to. No, it's because God damn it, Crunchyroll, I gotta kill you now. No, it's not they're trying to throw you off. They're trying it's the pressure. That's the main thing it's trying to go for. It's the pressure of having to do what he does and having to actually kind of rise up to what the standards they know of Victor. That's the problem. It's the main overarching thing. The fact is he has to kind of prove that yes, this person is worthwhile to be my coach, as well he's actually teaching me. Not just he's my husbando, and that's all that's that. I love this guy to bits. Like that's what this series is trying to tell you. That's the main thing. It's basically it's kind of just hiding this idea of what it truly means to be a coach. You actually have to be that person that the coach has to coach. And then if I can make this sentence make sense, have to be the person, having to be the understudy of that coach who's extremely like famous and has a high standard. That's the problem this anime has. It's trying to drum that in, and it's starting to kind of it's now coming full circle. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's really coming full circle when you realizing the pressure that Yuri's feeling. So I understand where he's coming from. Yeah, as an audience, we're kind of sitting there going, "Fracking hell, boy, what the hell are you doing? Like, think about what you're doing here. Like, you're breaking me into 2 pieces, man. I don't want to see you break up. Nah." But at the same time, you're kind of sitting there going, maybe it's a mentor, maybe not the best thing in the world. That's the main thing it's trying to go for. Because you've got... I don't know why my throat just stopped swallowing for a second there. But yeah, what this show does, it does everything eloquently. That's the major thing I'm kind of going for. Because you've got Yuri. Yuri's a prime example of something that you have to kind of take into account. Because he hasn't had the same kind of mentorship like Yuri has. You have Victor. Victor's a freaking babe. We know it. It's the kind of guy you want to get mentored and everything. You don't really freaking mind. But at the same time, you're kind of sitting there going, maybe in the whole entire time, Yuri had the best mentor because he actually got something out of it. Yeah, he's still a bit hot-headed. He still has his hot-headedness, don't get freaking wrong. Like, it's still freaking there. Like, it's very much present in his character. But at the same time, you can see how much he's actually progressed as time goes on. The character's actually influenced him, and that's how he's actually become better. But at the same time, I still think, I don't know. I just don't know whether or not Victor was the best coach for Yuri. Like, maybe in the hindsight, it kind of opened his eyes to things, but at the same time, it's that kind of pressure that it kind of mounts on him. Like, he doesn't catch a break, the poor lad. The poor lad's like freaking the F out, because if he mucks up, it goes back to him, and then in the same time, kind of sitting there going, then what will become of Victor? Will his whole entire stardom just come crashing down? You just don't know, because people are like, yeah, I don't trust that dude anymore. Like, he's not the greatest mental. Maybe I'm completely wrong in how I'm seeing these things, but that's how I'm kind of like deducing how they're going about the series, which is actually not a bad thing. Like, it's when you think about it in the way it's a thing, it helps narrative. That's the major thing. It's one of those things. It's a very much to help the narrative. And now I'm guessing maybe, you never know, they actually might still end up together in the end. They still just might do it. Yeah, I think it's just there's many things that's going on in this anime that is trying to get at. Like, maybe it's a red herring for the whole entirety of the audience. Like, him saying, "Look, let's end this after this actually finishes," is basically telling us, "Freaking no, man! What are you doing? Stop it! Get a reality check." That's not how it works in this business, fanbo. You're gonna marry him. That's how it's gonna go down. If you don't do it, we will murder you. Like, I already said it. If this doesn't happen, Mappa's studio's gonna, like, I don't freaking want to know what happens to Mappa after the series ends. Freaking hell. Whew! Like, it's gonna be an adventure. I'm just gonna see Mappa after the whole entire anime finishes and they don't end up together. Like, but it's just, there's two avenues for his character. It isn't just the fact that he has to kind of, he wants love. He wants, as you say, he wants personal accomplishment as well. If he can't get that with Victor, then he has to go somewhere else. Like, it's kind of one-sided. Maybe he needs something else. I don't know. That's how I'm seeing things. But all I'll say, that's how I'm seeing it. Like, just Madre mia. That's what I say. That's what I say. But it's still, like, I'm happy to explore this idea, because it's one of those things that's needed. It's needed just to kind of show you how the inner workings of a character works. Like, it's not just the fact they're in love. It's just other things going on as well. It's not just this. It's that as well. Like, it's a personal accomplishment. If he can't do this and Victor's like kind of shadow over him is always there, then what's the point? He can't continue like this. He can't continue in this avenue, because he's just gonna go into self-destruction. Literally, he will. Like, he won't be able to carry on. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things that I don't know. That's how I'm. That's how I'm kind of seeing things. And I don't mind them doing this. Like, yes, it's a kick to the nads, like majorly kick to the nads, because we've seen their relationship go up so freaking much just to go like that. But you saw it with JJ as well. JJ is a prime example of someone who was bloody narcissistic, like, to a point of freaking, like, man, calm your ass. Like, it's kind of getting a bit too much for me. Kind of seeing you go this far. Like, stop. Take a reality check. You're not the best thing in the universe. Just get off your high horse and just do something pretty good. And look what happened. He felt the pressure, something he hasn't felt before, and it kind of felt terrible. Like, I don't know. I still maintain that Victor was a terrible coach. I say Victor's a terrible coach. I don't mean it in the way that he's a terrible coach that you can't teach him. It's the fact of the stardom that the person has. That's the major thing, because it kind of overshadows everything else. Because you kind of have to actually live up to that stardom. You have to kind of prove to everyone else, yes, he's a good coach. He's just not there for the sake of being there. That's where I'm kind of getting the idea from. It's horrible seeing it, because we've seen this relationship just prosper so freaking much, so very, very, very well, so eloquently done. Does it kind of go, whoo, like, literally, just instantly, like, no time. It's just, it's horrible, but that's life, as they say. Like, it's realistic they're kind of doing this as well. I kind of say that, but you know what I mean. Like, it's kind of just showing hardships in real life and how much pressure people get. Like, it's just one of those things, especially in sports. Sports is a terrible thing to go into because of the pressure it puts on you, to a point that sometimes people do technically spiral into depression. They can't ever get out of it. It's like with most things, but you saw it for the whole entire episode when people mucked up how it destroyed them. You saw it with Yuri as well. Like, it's just present. It's omnipresent in all these animes and all these kind of shows, all these sports kind of genre shows. Granted, certain animes do it more than others. Some animes tend to sugarcoat it, but I don't know. Like, I feel bad because it's kind of to a point like, well, why would you do this to me? Like, why you saw him kiss the goddamn rings, now you just go and done this. Why would you do this? Like, get pissed off, Mappa. Like, you ain't nah. You ain't the man anymore that I thought you were. Just get out. Just close the door and away it, because I ain't seen you ever again until you come back with that victory. Like, standing right there with goddamn suits on saying, we're gonna get married, Fambo. Like, that's what I want to see, but we're not. Hell if I know we're gonna get that now. You never know. He could, in theory, mean, here's the red herring here. It could, in theory, mean, let's end this by just saying, let's end just you being my coach. I'll find someone else who might actually be able to teach me. Like, not, I say that again, it's the wrong way of saying it, but in the way of, don't have to live in someone's shadow the whole entire time, having to actually kind of rise up to that shadow and actually kind of just prove to everyone else. Because if I continue doing this, I will self-destruct. I won't be able to carry on. My mentality, my psyche will be destroyed because you're too freaking good, man. Like, it's kind of, but I don't know. I still think I still maintain red herring that it's just saying, let's end you being my coach, but we can still continue our relationship. Like, we can still get married if they're gonna get married. Like, that's kind of where I'm also kind of saying that maybe it's just kind of telling us that they want to end as being a coach and not just relationship itself. Because why would they do that? I don't think Yuri is that way inclined either. Like, I don't think he's that way inclined. That's the major thing. Because again, Yuri doesn't come across as that kind of person that goes, well, freaking hell, piss off, mate. I don't want you anymore. He's not that kind of guy. Like, yeah, I can see the pressure. He's like kind of destroying himself under pressure, but at the same time, he's not that type of person. But I don't know. I'm actually going to quickly go back over the scene when he actually mucks up, just in case I'm just kind of overthinking things. Ay. Yeah, one hand on the ice. But it's one hand on the ice. It's that whole entire thing. It's something so small, but at the same time, it's a massive like kerfuffle for him, because he wanted to nail it so freaking damn well that just one muck up can just literally destroy every single thing you have. But still, he wants to end it. He wants to kind of give the best show in the world. But the whole entire thing is, maybe he's trying to tell you not every single thing is perfect. Thank you. Kind of slowly getting there. Maybe one more talent might just kind of alleviate whatever the hell I've had. Like, it's just, yesterday I sounded like Ignis from Final Fantasy 15, which was not fun, because whenever you try to say something, you're like, hey mate, got a new recipe, want me to cook it? You kind of sounded like Ignis. You're like, oh, what's going on here, my voice? Like, I've only ever lost it once, but when I tend to cough, it tends to kind of go, like, my throat just destroys itself. But yeah, that's my stance on the whole entire ending. Like, I'm sad, but at the same time, I'm not mad, because maybe it just might be the best avenue for him. Like, I just kind of maintain that. I still maintain it's not saying, look, okay, let's break up, we're not a couple anymore, just like get out right now because it's the end of you and me. It's too late, because too late to be gone where the hell the song goes. I haven't heard that song in years. But you know what I freaking mean. Like, we got to start playing those love songs now, those breakup songs, because it's that kind of week now. We've got to kind of go into the next week like freaking hell, I don't know. But I'm not entirely mad, because it fits how the series is going. It fits the bill. That's the major thing. Because sometimes certain things feel left field. You can't sit there going, what? Like, you're kind of like, why? I haven't seen that, actually. I haven't seen that. I might have to watch it afterwards. You kind of sit there going, why? Why they done this? Like, certain things come out of left field. You're kind of like, no, explain this, please. Why are you doing this to me? But the way the kind of skate went, and the way it's kind of how the story's progressed, it doesn't feel out of place. It doesn't feel like you're just kind of throwing a left field because you need something for the last episode. No, it doesn't feel like that at all. It feels kind of smooth in a way. That's a major thing. I kind of maintain people and be like, go into the next week, but freaking hell, like I hate to see what Mappa's like at the moment. Well, you never know. You never know. You just never know. Maybe one might turn out all right. That's the major thing. We got to take into account. Sometimes these series end this way, or they might not. Sometimes they actually kind of might break the tradition of. Sometimes a person loses at the end. Granted, I can't remember how many series I've watched that the person lost at the end. Like in a sense of a sports anime. Because 9 out of 10 times they technically win because it's one of those things that has to fit the bill. Otherwise, you kind of feel like, what the hell was the point of watching 4 episodes if they don't do that? But at the same time, I'm not too fast if they do it because then it kind of leaves some more character characterization, if you get what I mean. Like it leaves it open for more. Like, yeah, like it just when you think about it. When a person loses, well, then again, when a person wins, you have a sequel. But still, when a person loses, it has that kind of arc that someone has to get better, has to go somewhere else and get better. So it kind of has to like, it has some more staying power in it. That's how I see things. Because I've seen it a few times, and I'm kind of saying it has more staying power that way. But at the same time, when people win, they can still get better and better and better and still continue. But then it's kind of like, well, you're too perfect right now, fanboy. Where else are you gonna go? How else are you gonna like? That's the one I was looking for. The loss at the end of 3. That's why I trying to remember. Was I wrong thinking that they lose at the end of 3 or not? But then once you reminded me, yeah, they do lose at the end because yeah, they do. I think they win in Eternal Summer or something like that. I can't remember now. But yeah, like. I don't know. It's not an entirely bad idea what they're doing. Like I've kind of gone accustomed to the fact that it might actually happen, but at the same time, I don't want to see Yuri lose twice. So it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be freaking awful on him. The poor lad be like, well, what am I gonna do now? Talk about the Incredibles, like when they had to kind of leave being superheroes and go back to normal jobs. You're kind of like, no, you can't. You're superheroes. Like, and it's gonna be the same thing with Yuri. Just. I don't think at the same time it kind of would like dishearten him too much, but it would kind of dampen the relationship between him and Victor. I think that's the kind of major thing I was to see. Yeah, I don't know. At the same time, the same thing happens with these characters. You don't really mind who wins in the end. Like, yes, you want Yuri to win because he's the main character, but at the same time, you don't really mind who technically wins because all these characters are built so freaking damn well that you're like, you know what? It's all right for him to win because he's pretty freaking cool. Like, maybe he deserves it as well. We just don't know. Yuri deserves it because we've seen him lose. Like, he deserves it because he needs to win, because he deserves to win, because we love him. He's a massive fanboy to all of us. But then again, the other characters are built so freaking damn well, you don't really mind. You're kind of like, yeah. Okay. Like, if Yuri or one, yeah, he's a freaking hothead. I'm like, fracking hell, boy, calm down a bit. But you kind of like, yeah, he's all right. Like, nah, not too fast. But it would be pretty nice if he just like busts out the greatest moves in the history of the world and actually wins. You just don't know what's gonna happen next. Like him actually telling him that could actually mean like, no, okay, look, you told me we're gonna be forever, so okay, it's what's gonna happen. We're gonna bust out the best in the universe and best moves in the whole damn entirety of lifetime, going back to before Christ, and actually win this goddamn competition and get that gold medal and actually marry each other. It could happen. That's the other major thing. It could happen. Like, this could actually be a reality check for Victor, saying that maybe we should actually improve this. Maybe we should actually change some things. Change more things than just a jump. We're not too sure. But it's just one of those things. I don't mind it. I'm sad it's happened, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, okay. It might just shake up some things. It might just change their program some ways. It might just kind of, I don't know. Anyway, that's just my way of thinking. That's just me watching way too many films and kind of just deducing what the frack narratives mean and how narratives go about things and how sometimes it's not too bad if the person doesn't win because there's always avenues for him to improve. And at the same time, kind of like, yeah, that other person's all right. I don't mind. Like, if JJ wins, fracking hell, I'm literally gonna cry in a corner. Like, that guy wins, fracking hell, I ain't gonna like it. Like, he doesn't deserve it. He's a freaking hothead. He's a massive willy. That's just how I see him. He's a massive, not nice dude. Anyhow, with all that said, gonna probably go and get some shut-eye because I am freaking knackered. Like, that's probably why my voice is kind of mellow. It's like, maybe, I don't know. I just kind of, That's how I see things. I'm just really freaking tired. It's like I guess I articulate my thoughts a lot better when I'm freaking like knackered. I don't know why. I've always had that. But anyway, so yes, with what I said, I'm indeed being the driver. If you have enjoyed this stream as a whole, you have enjoyed me probably carrying to a corner and cry because they might just break up, then do leave a like, because indeed it does happen quite a bit. If you enjoyed what I do here and you want to leave a sub, then just leave a sub, because indeed it does help me quite a bit. But until tomorrow with the hype known as Keijo, I shall see you guys later. Bye for now.